What's up, everybody? This is your boy Tech G back with another video to help you successfully pass the CompTIA Security Plus 601 certification exam. So let's get into it. In this video, you're going to learn about multi-factor authentication factors and attributes, along with authentication, authorization, and accounting, also known as the AAA, and cloud versus on-premises requirements. So let's talk about multi-factor authentication and attributes. So multi-factor authentication, this is an authentication method in which a computer user is granted access only after successfully presenting two or more pieces of evidence, also known as factors, to an authentication mechanism. And typically, multi-factor authentication works with some combination of the following. It's something that you know, such as a password or a PIN, something that you have, whether it's a smart card or a fob, and something that you are, like biometric data like fingerprints. And then we have attributes of multi-factor authentication, such as the following. This will be somewhere that you are, such as a trusted or untrusted location, your geolocation, or your IP address. This could be something that you do, such as your walking gait, your handwriting style, or your typing technique. This could be something that you exhibit, such as a personality trait or behavior. And this could be someone that you know, such as authentication by a chain of trust. Next, let's talk about authentication, authorization, and accounting, also known as the AAA. So authentication, this is the act of proving an assertion, such as the identity of a computer system user. Authentication simply means that the individual is who the user claims to be. So for example, when a user logs into a computer, network, or email service, the user must provide one or more items to prove their identity. Then we have authorization, and this is the function of specifying an authenticated user has access rights and privileges to resources. This entails attributes like permissions, the least privileged model, role-based access, user account types, rule-based access, mandatory access controls, and discretionary access controls. And then we have accounting, and this is the process of keeping track of a user's activities while accessing the network resources, including the amount of time spent on the network, the services accessed while there, and the amount of data that was transferred during the session. And three common methods of keeping accounting include logs, tracking, and web browser history. And finally, we have cloud versus on-premises requirement. So cloud-based authentication, this typically employs third-party managed platforms and usually includes application programming interfaces, also known as APIs, for authenticating both user accounts and service accounts. The main benefit of cloud-based authentication services is availability, flexibility, and speed. These systems are generally highly available and allow users all over the world to authenticate. And on-premises authentication systems, they require a company to host their own systems in its data center, along with all of the expenses associated with the computer system, including power, space, and cooling. And these systems are available only as long as the company's network remains available, and any external users requiring access and authentication will require additional administration that includes granting and managing users and access by the local staff. And here's a handy dandy chart that you can use that goes over the main differences between cloud-based authentication and on-premises authentication. So go ahead and take a screenshot of that so you can use it to help you pass this exam. All right, that was my quick little class on multi-factor authentication, where we talked about multi-factor authentication factors and attributes, along with authentication, authorization, and accounting. And we also discussed cloud versus on-premises requirements. Now, if you felt like you've gotten something valuable out of this information, go ahead and hit the like button, share button, drop a comment, but most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Also, go check out my website, Technology G, so that you can get read up on the latest and greatest to help you successfully pass the CompTIA Security Plus 601 certification exam. And until next video, ladies and gentlemen, peace.